Many of you would have heard about the Wobbleboard, but you may not have heard about the amazing training program that does come with it. Sports scientist Enrico Hoover's created this training program to make the Wobbleboard even more effective. Tell us about it, Enrico.
The Wobbleboard is a training tool for use by almost anybody, whether sports people, young children, elderly people, to enhance all sorts of aspects of their life. In the case of a sports person, many people want better balance, better coordination, better reflexes in order to perform better in their sport. In the case of a young person, they may be a little dyslexic, they may be uncoordinated, clumsy, and the Wobbleboard can either cure or enhance all of those things. For elderly people, many of whom have lost their balance and coordination and are no longer able to participate actively in life, the Wobbleboard can give them back all of those things: balance, coordination, reflexes. So essentially it's a multi-purpose tool. The Wobbleboard has been around for a long time, 50, 100 years, I'm not sure. I didn't invent it. But what I have done is scientifically design a training program to enhance every aspect of the Wobbleboard training and to ensure that the person using the board gets the maximum benefit in the shortest amount of time.
So what response have you had from those who've used the training program?
I have had nothing but wonderful responses. My website has a number of testimonials on it, and I'm happy to demonstrate the Wobbleboard and what it can do for people, whether it be various groups such as school groups or sports groups or senior citizens groups. I'm happy to go and demonstrate and show just how the Wobbleboard can enhance their lives.
And an example of a really exciting achievement from someone?
Some years ago I had a 70-year-old woman who had recently been put into a rest home because she was unable to stand. She'd lost all her balance and she was very frustrated with that. About 6 months training on a Wobbleboard and she was out playing golf again. So for me that was a vast personal achievement, and she was pretty happy as well.
Tell us what the program includes.
The training program starts off with a person who's unable to stand on a Wobbleboard at all. I will start them off progressively so that they're first of all able to improve the strength and range of motion of their ankles to the point where they can then stand on a Wobbleboard unassisted. And then the training program will take them through different levels of training. So the basic level improves the strength and range of motion and flexibility of the ankles and knees, improving things like tendons, the joint capsule, etc. And then the second level of training improves balance, coordination, reflexes. And then the third level of training starts to work on the neurological functions, or the way a person's mind works. And we improve the connections in the brain, so essentially afflictions like dyslexia and dyspraxia can be, if not overcome, then vastly improved. And people who have had mild strokes, for example, can find that their speech becomes more clear, and they can gain a lot of hand-eye coordination as a result of using the Wobbleboard.
That must be hugely satisfying.
It is wonderful, and when I get people contacting me and telling me the improvements that they've had, it's just magnificent.
How can we find out more?
My website has details on essentially everything you could want to know about a Wobbleboard. It covers the basic training levels, it covers what the proprioceptive training is, which is what the dyslexic or dyspraxic person will be needing, and essentially the sports person as well who wants to improve their performance in sport or to reduce their ankle or knee injuries. The website covers all of that in depth, and of course I'm more than happy to give advice on a personal one-to-one basis, either by phone or email.